to Who Knows, episode 3.
Who knows what we're going to talk about today?
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good. I finally got an iPad and I can pursue my dreams, so I'm very happy and excited about that.
What are you going to do with it?
Draw
Draw
my life away.
So we were talking a little bit during the week. Today is Saturday. We were talking about what topic we were gonna kind of contemplate on today.
Yeah.
And I suggested law of attraction because that's an interesting one for me anyway, because I think we consciously and unconsciously and not unconsciously, but subconsciously,
all the levels of consciousness,
we attract good and bad, right?
Yeah, there's so many levels to the law of attraction, because it's like you can say that manifesting is the law of attraction.
Yep.
You could say that working for it is a law of attraction. Like, there's so many levels to it, and that's why I thought, you thought that it was a good idea to talk about it.
Yeah, and I think it's really interesting because Dad and I are really into Joe Dispenza and those meditations at the moment, and he talks a lot about how some people attract in the matter, and some people attract in the quantum field.
Yeah.
Which is so much easier.
Yeah.
But you need to practice it and learn it, and because when you create in the matter, you have to work hard. You get there probably, but not as fast as if you really, really work your mind. But how do you feel about attracting things that are not so positive in your life?
What
do you do
mean?
it? No, I mean for me it's very clear that I can attract illness in my body, for example. If I really walk around telling myself that I'm sick, or attracting things like that. Or it doesn't have to be an illness, but if I think you can even attract bad traffic. That's on the level I
mean, you've said that for years now, that every time I get sick, you're like, well, if you think that you're sick, then you're gonna get sick, so just stop thinking that you're sick and then you get better. And
no, it's more like see yourself healthy and whole.
And I fully believe in mind over matter, because it's your brain can do so many unbelievable things if you actually open your mind up and see the possibilities of what it can do. So when it comes to attracting negative things, I think that's more of a subconscious thing. I don't think anyone would consciously attract anything negative. No. It's I want to get hit by a car today. No, you don't do that.
No.
But so it's that's one form, or a level of the law of attraction, the subconscious kind. And when it comes to attracting negative things, at least me personally, I take kind of all the negative things that happen in my life as kind of the universe is sending me this to either test me or teach me something, or I don't believe that negative things happen just to happen, so I mean, men vi startar om, det här är bara jobbigt. Vi startar om.
Vi tar en paus här. Vi måste stänga av den där kommer vi bli helt galna på. Vi startar inte om, nu stänger vi av den och sen fortsätter vi.
Men det har gått 2 minuter, vi kan starta om.
Nej, vi har pratat så bra. Nu. Okej, då kör vi igen. Klick.
Vad var det jag höll på att säga? Yeah, I don't think that negative things just happen for no reason. I always think that there is a meaning behind everything. I don't know if I suddenly like start getting a lot of drama in my life or like get it frustrated at everything, then I kind of just take a minute and kind of analyze what's going on. Like personally, I'm very analytical when it comes to everything that's in my mind.
Really?
Yeah. Like, yeah. So I kind of like take a scan of what's happening and I'm like, okay, why is this happening? Has this happened before? And I just kind of go through like those types of questions and then kind of piece it together on my own and then learn and grow from that. What about
Very
you?
clever. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I do find there's teachers and meaning in all the obstacles that comes our way. If we retracted them, or if it's karma, or if it's so complex, this universe. So who knows? But like you said, I don't think we consciously
attract
negative.
Like,
oh, yeah. I'm gonna hit my foot today. Actually, this is a funny story because when I was 7, no, I can go back to I've attracted really bad illness in my body or accidents in my body because I wanted it when I was little and I didn't realize.
Like when you broke your leg.
Yeah. But before that, I almost lost the top of my finger because I so wanted the band-aid, you know, the white over my finger, and they kind of crossed it so cool over the hand and then they tied it around the wrist. I saw that on somebody and I thought, oh, that I wanted. I was probably 5 or 6.
Just buy some bandages and wrap your hand. You don't gotta break your hand off.
And then my sister slammed the door. You know, I was just standing taking off my wellies and I had the finger in the door. You mean the door where where the hinges are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the top of my finger. And then, well, I got the Band-Aid. It was really cool, but my God, my finger is still messed up after it. And then I broke my leg when I was 7 in 3 places. And had walked around in a cast all summer when I was 7 on crutches. So, yeah. I am very, very careful.
Yeah, dude, like, I can get, like, I remember when I was younger, I had those, like, intrusive thoughts. I'd be, like, I'd think, like, I'd love having a broken arm. And then immediately I'm like, no, I don't, no, I don't, no, I don't. Because I know, like, because we have all experienced my manifestation and, like, the weirdness of it. Like, I'm just going to tell this story for the context of the people listening.
About Thailand.
We were in Thailand about, how many, 4 years ago?
Yeah, 5.
4 or 5 years ago. We were in Thailand and I was still jet lagged. So, like, I was having breakfast at, like, 5 p.m. So, we went to this restaurant because I really wanted pancakes. I remember this so specifically.
Me too.
I wanted pancakes, so we went to this restaurant, and while I was eating my pancakes, Mom asked me, oh, like, we started talking about, like, bucket lists.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, what does your bucket list look like? And I said that the top of my list was seeing a solar eclipse, but that had happened like a year before this, or like that year, so I was like, it's very unlikely that it's going to happen during my lifetime, you know? And then we sat at that restaurant and like we watched the sun go down, and like my mom loves taking pictures of everything. She's like a personal paparazzi. It's insane. And so she was taking pictures of like the sunset, and then she was trying to take a picture of the moon, and then she was like,
full.
Yeah, and she was like, these goddamn clouds, like they're just over the moon all the time. So like we were standing there for like 20 minutes trying to take a picture of the moon. Didn't work, so we kind of gave up and started walking back to our like bungalow, and we started noticing that like people were just looking at the moon, and we were like,
on the beach,
what's going on? So we asked the like receptionist at our bungalow, like, why is everyone looking at the moon? And they're like, oh, it's a lunar eclipse.
Yeah.
So it's like without consciously manifesting
me and
it,
Dad,
like
we just dropped our jaws going, bloody hell.
Like that cannot be a coincidence. And like I've had so many of those times, like I've had like where one night I'm like, oh, Greece sounds cool to go to, and then the next day Dad's like, oh, we might be going to Greece for a conference.
Yeah.
It's like that. So when I get those like,
Flashes?
no, like those involuntary thoughts of
okay.
like, oh, like I hope I crash on my bike. Then I'm like, no, immediately no.
Yeah.
I take it back. I didn't mean that. Because, like...
She's joking.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know. Like,
No.
I barely have control of my manifestation.
But
so,
you are...
Yeah, it's, like, it's freaky to have, but it's also pretty cool. Like, I manifested an iPad. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't want to manifest anything bad by accident.
No, and also... I think we should be very careful what we ask for.
Yeah.
Because we don't know when it comes, if it's... Because in fantasy or imagination, it's always kind of 100% perfect. And then it might not be. But, I mean, you are amazing. I mean, I come to you sometimes. Do you remember every time we have kind of lost an animal or, you know, the cats have been away too long, I go into you and I'm like, can you just see them coming home or
can you manifest them?
Yeah, and it
but
works.
It's weird.
It's good to have that tool.
Yeah, it's weird though, because usually, like, it works best when I'm not conscious of it. When I am, it takes so much longer and so much more.
Why do you think that is?
Concentration. I'm not sure. I think because it's like...
I think it's because it's an attachment.
What do you mean? Attachment to what?
Well, attachment is a biggie for me in my life, and not having non-attachment to everything, not even my kids, which comes from my teacher and the yoga philosophy. So when I don't, for me anyway, when I try to manifest something in the matter or quantum physics or whatever, in the ether, or if I try to do it but I have attachment to the outcome, it takes longer, or it takes different roads. But if I just have, let's say, that I would like something to happen that is a win-win for all, and for me it doesn't really matter. It's no attachment to
it's
I can't,
like emotional,
you know, I'm not going to be happy if I don't
it.
have this. It's no, I want this, like that.
Yeah,
that's why I think that's the difference for me anyway.
That makes sense, because it's like when I think of these things, like the lunar eclipse and like Greece and these things, it's like I don't think about it as manifesting it. I'm just thinking it, and then the next day it happens and I'm like, I'm a superhero. Like, what the fuck? You know, and I'm like 7 years old. I don't know what's going on.
No.
So it's like insane. But yeah, that like attachment part of it does, like, I see how that makes sense.
Yeah,
and how that
for me it sings.
Yeah. I've never thought of it that way though. But yeah, no, that makes sense.
I think it's in the attachment, and also letting go. I mean, we're talking about the law of attraction here, but it should be a law of letting go as well. Why isn't there? The law of letting go.
Yeah.
Maybe we should invent...
I think that's also part of like the law of attraction, because you kind of have to let go to attract, you know?
To be free, just to be free.
Yeah, but it's like what you just said about manifestation. You have to let go of that attachment to it to actually receive it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I'm in this like state of mind where it's like good and bad don't exist, and yet they do. So it's like I kind of put that to everything. So it's like, yeah, the law of attraction is also the law of letting go. But both and neither, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. We were talking about, well, I told you this, but I went to a women's circle. I go every time there is one, and it's so interesting to speak with these women from all parts of the world. And here in Bali, all the different nationalities. We could be 10 women, and we're like different nationalities, all of us. So that's amazing. But just like how we attract things as well that might not be so pleasant because we need to learn it, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Like I have a bit of that. I used to have a lot more, but I have a control thing within me. And do you know what she said that I didn't, that when I told you about this? She said, one of the women in the circle, that if you have that in you that you feel like I need to control, she said it says then that you don't trust that you're being well taken care of the world, basically. That I'm not safe. I'm not.
So you have to kind of manipulate your environment to make yourself feel
I've
safer.
never heard that before, and it's been with me all
Yeah.
day. And I thought, oh, and I told Dad, and he said, yeah, makes sense. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought I got it from my dad.
I think like when it comes to like control, at least from like what I've heard, experienced, and learned from it, I'd say it's kind of like a form of like creating peace of mind around you, because it's harder to do it internally than externally. So it's like, okay, well, I'll just like put these pots and pans in this precise way and organize them to my liking, because organization is a form of control.
I don't think so.
We were talking about this the other day, because like for me, organizing, it's like, okay, you are controlling your environment to make it look and feel the way you want it to.
I'm organizing it around me.
Yeah, which is controlling it.
No, I think for me, controlling is more like in situations and around people.
Yeah,
Organizing.
But if you open your mind
I
to
don't
the
know, I'm
word
not sure,
control, it's not just about like people and events and like yourself and stuff like that. It's also material and environmental and things like that. Like,
yeah, but you don't say, I'm going to go and control my pots and pans in the kitchen. You
no,
say, I'm
not
organizing.
I'm not saying that organizing is control. I'm saying that control is a part of organizing. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see where you're going.
Because it's like, for example, like my room's a mess most of the time because I like it that way. That's my way of organizing. You despise it. And like this is the thing that Dad said the other day. Like organizing, like if you came and organized my room, it would be chaos for me. You know? It's like, I don't like when my cleaner comes in here already, because it's like he puts my stuff where it's not supposed to be, you know? But if I came and organized your room the way I organize my stuff, you would have a panic attack, you know? It's like, so there are positive and negatives to control and organization. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that, like, organization in itself has some control in it. Because it's like, you want your environment to look the way that makes you feel comfortable. You, only you, no one else, you know? So it's like you're controlling it in a certain way so that you feel good, not for someone else.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and then because I asked a question to one of the ladies in this circle that we talked about it yesterday. For me, what is the difference between organizing and control? Because control for me it's more to the negative side, or that I'm working on letting go of, and I'm letting go now. And organizing, because I'm damn good at it, you know, organizing whatever, like we talked about yesterday, like if it's a trip or if it's an event or whatever it is, I'm really good at that. So what is the difference? And this lady in the circle, she's really good, and she also has controlling behavior, I can call it. And she said, when I asked her what's the difference, organizing and controlling, she said, and how do I know? And she said, just ask your body. And that is so simple. Because I'm going more and more into my body, more I need to bring it home. And the gut and the solar plexus always tells me, and it never lies.
Yeah. I mean, like, Control and organization are both neutral for me. I don't see one
Really?
or the other negative or
You
positive.
hate it when I try to control you.
Yeah, but I also think that control has some very positive aspects to it, and the same
Tell
with
me.
organization. It's both negative and
So what's
positive.
positive with control?
It keeps things in order, you know, that like it doesn't prevent chaos, but it can at least like slow it down. Whether it's like, for example, control brings you some peace of mind. That's a positive thing, you know. But the negative thing is that it can piss some other people off, you know. So it has positive aspects to it. Like if you were completely alone, you wouldn't care about this control thing. You'd be like, great, I'm living my life, this is how I want to do it. You'd be happy as can be. It's the reason why you see it as a negative is because you know that it affects other people and it bothers other people.
Yeah, and that indirectly bothers me then because I'm bothered. Yeah, it's like I don't like it.
So it is a positive thing because it makes you happy, but at the same time, it's a negative thing because it doesn't make you happy because it bothers others, you know. So it does have positive aspects and negative. And it's the same with organization. Like organization, it keeps things like in line, and it's like, okay, you know where everything is, but at the same
it's just
time,
easier to live, I think, when it's organized.
yeah, but like I live in a mess and I love it. I could not live in an organized environment. Like when we go to like hotel rooms, I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself here. Like I feel like I can't touch anything. Like, so it's like that, like organization, it's like it keeps things in line and you can find stuff, but at the same time it can become like almost addictive. It's like if it's not in line, then oh my god, the world's going under, like OCD and things like that. And it's,
I will look at that part though, that if people that have control behavior or control issues with that I'm not safe in this world, because it was something that kind of opened up there. I'm like, okay. And that just, I can see that. I'm like, really?
I mean, I think it's also like the way you have gone through life. Like you have 3 kids. You had to take care of your brother and sister when you were younger. You know, you've always kind of had to like take care of everything and be aware of all your surroundings and like keep everything in check. And it's like, it's no wonder you have this, you know. It's like anyone.
Yeah, but I'm safe now. I can let it go.
I know, but it's like it because you've grown up with that and like have had 3 kids, and it's like you take care of everything. You are a mother, you know. Mothers have to take care of stuff. And it's
so
like,
does dads.
Yeah, but I mean, like, biologically, like, the male goes and gets food, the mother stays.
We're not in the Stone Ages
I'm just
anymore.
biologically, it's embedded into our brains, whether we evolve or not. It's gonna be in there biologically, you know. So it's like,
you're gonna have to talk to Auntie also about this, because she's gonna go, no.
No, but it's like I have that too. Like I don't have the control part of it, but in a friend group, I'm always the mom. I'm always the one that takes care.
How come? Why do you think that is?
I don't know. It's really weird because I don't like kids. I
no,
don't.
But this is not your kids. This is friends.
But I act like they are. Like if someone isn't feeling okay, I will put all my attention onto them until they do feel okay. I just want everyone to feel good, be happy, feel comfortable in their environment. If they're not, I'm here for you, you know? It's like every time, like 2 years ago or a year ago, like when I went out with my old friends, like clubbing and drinking, like they would drink way too much. I am a heavyweight, so I wouldn't get drunk at all. And then they were like throwing up, and then I was like, okay, have a banana, have some water, and then they're fine, and then move on to the next one. So it's like, if I don't, and it's like, if I lose one of them out of my sight, I start to panic. I'm like, okay, where's my child? Kind of thing. Like, where is this tiny helpless being? Like, I need to help them. So it's like I have that aspect,
Yeah.
but I don't have the like control part of it,
Mm-hmm.
which is like
Caring. Very
yeah, I
caring.
just want to help out with people, but I don't get where you get that like controlling aspect of it,
No.
which is it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a work in progress.
So is everyone.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah, we wouldn't be here otherwise. So when we go back there, so she gave us this little assignment yesterday to write down between 3 and 5 things that we really admire in other women, that we would like to have more of on one side of the paper. And on the other side of the paper, she said, write down 3 to 5 things that really annoys you in other people. So I was writing. That was so easy to write the first 5 because I just think about Nelly, our teacher, and I bring up 5 things. I'm like, okay, I would like a little bit more
people,
of that.
though, not just women, right?
No, the first one.
I mean, in the women's circle, it was just women. But if you ask this to anyone else, it's people.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. But we also said that women, we don't look at another man normally and say I would like some more of that. We look at other women. In general, actually.
Okay.
We all agreed. So please agree.
Well,
No, I'm kidding.
I disagree.
I'm just kidding. No, and on the other side, she said, write 3 to 5 things that which you see in people that is so annoying that you just cringe, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she is so loud, or oh, that is such a greedy person, or whatever. It could be whatever. So we did that. What was surprising to me was, well, normally when we point at another, oh, I'm so annoyed with that, we have some sort of that in ourselves, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's that saying where when you point at someone, you have 3 fingers pointing at you.
Yeah.
Like, just make a point sign right now to the people listening, and you can see, like, 3 of them are pointing at you.
Yeah.
So it's like, it struggles.
Even my I got 4 because my thumb I got
you shoemaker thumb.
Yeah, I don't know if you can say that in English. That's
I do.
Yeah,
because
it's an expression in
Swedish.
So what was it that you, if you look at another woman, that you really would like to have more of within yourself?
It's hard for me to answer that because I don't compare myself to people.
This is not comparing.
No, but it kind of is though, because it's like, oh, she has this, I don't. I want what she has, kind of thing. You are comparing.
No, it's not like you want to take it away from the person.
No,
it's
I'm
just
not
like
saying
you're
that.
admiring. I mean, there's mentors and teachers, and it's like that. I feel.
I don't know. It's like, because I don't really look at other people and I'm like, oh, I want that. People. I don't do that because I'm just like, whatever they have, I have. And whatever I have, they have. It's just, I may have not have...
How that, I don't understand that.
Because I believe that we all have, like, all the characteristics, okay? But it's just like a certain percentage or none at all of some things. So it's like that, like, Christina Aguilera over there, she could be like, oh, she has like an amazing voice. I would want that. I have a voice. I can achieve that, you know. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of. But have you not got anybody, like for me?
I don't really look at people and be like, oh, I want that.
No,
because I know that I have
it. Me neither. I never do that. But this was an exercise that we did. So for me, it's so easy to just think about my teacher and bring up 5 things that she has, which I have as well. But she has fine-tuned hers to the level of excellence.
Yeah.
Where I'm still in grade 1, basically.
The question's more like, what characteristics would you like to level up, kind of thing.
Yeah, that you see in other women. Or in a. I mean, you must have somebody that you feel, oh my God, yeah, she's amazing in this area.
Really.
Really not.
I don't really look up to people. Like, I don't have like an
No, I
idol
only
or a
look up to Nell
mentor
Energy,
or a
actually.
teacher. Like, I don't have that, and I don't think I will, because I, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I just, for me, it puts people up on like pedestals and stuff, and I don't like that. I think that we're all on the same level, no matter what.
Absolutely.
So it's like, yeah. And also, I'm just like, well, you're not that special, you know, and neither am I.
No, but the point was, you're missing out the point.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that
So is there
my
one?
way
Is
of
there?
thinking.
Can you? She said bring up 3 to 5. Can you bring up one?
I'm not. How come you answer first, and then maybe I can think of stuff. Cause like right now it's just blank.
You're funny. Okay, I put patience. I put peace of mind. What else did I put? Oh, I should have brought the paper now. Stamina.
Stamina.
Yeah, stamina in that, I mean, I'm really good at organizing and starting a project,
But it's hard
but
to
maintaining
finish it.
it.
Yeah.
No, I can finish and it runs smoothly, but maintaining it, not my forte.
Yeah.
That's why we said with this
Same.
podcast, let's record 5 weeks before we even start making a channel and logo and everything like that, and see if it works. So so stamina, patience, peace of mind. Well, I've said 3. Now you can come up with. It was 2 more, but I can't
The
remember.
only one that came up to my head was math. Like,
math.
dude, my brain completely shuts down when it comes to math.
Well, you don't need math. Somebody
But
somebody
like,
else
it's
can
just
count
like
for you.
it's like embarrassing when someone's like, "Oh, what's 42 plus 27?" I'm like, I gotta sit there for like 5 minutes and figure that out.
Well, I think we're wired differently around math. I'm not a math person.
Yeah, I got
either.
your math brain.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, sorry, darling. But
Yeah, I don't know.
But
like,
I mean, like personality traits.
a math nerd.
No, that's not.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty cool. Like,
You're so humble, darling.
well, I am.
No, you are cool,
Like,
and you are perfect. But we can always
that
work.
doesn't exist.
No, but you know what I mean. In my world, you are. So
Like,
there's nothing you look at. So take Nell Energy. She's been with you since you were born, basically.
I don't look up to her. She's just
no,
like,
but it doesn't. No, not looking up to her like that. That's something that she has. That you would feel like, oh, if I had a little bit more of that, I would
she's got a
feel
pretty
more
cool house.
fulfilled. Or what?
She's got a pretty cool house.
No. Okay, I'm not getting anywhere here. Let's shift subject.
Yeah, I don't think, because like...
Okay, let's take the other ones then. Stuff that you get really, really irritated with in other people.
Well, that's easy, because I judge everyone.
So indirectly you're judging yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I already knew this. Like, I always judge myself already.
So can you say 3 to 5 things that you really...
With women or people?
In general. In people.
Okay, so now it's people.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know the rules of this anymore. So I'd say cockiness is really just like, shut up. Like, I don't want to be close to you. And they're like they think they're on top of the world. Like, I don't like that.
Like you sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm like so black and white mentally. It's like I either feel like I'm the shittest of shit people, or I feel like I'm God herself. It's like there is no in between. So it's like those people. Greedy people, or like selfish. That's just, I think that's just an asshole thing to do. Like, and I'm trying to think of what I said the other day, because we talked about this the other day, but I forgot my answers.
I thought it would be fun to bring up here. Yeah, but it's a fun exercise to do, though, because then she said, what's in these things have you got within yourself if you look a bit closer? Because normally these are the ones. And you said cocky because, and I agree.
Yeah.
You can be a little bit cocky, but I think that's your age.
Yeah, I think it's also just like mental illness.
No.
But it's cool. I mean, like, at least you get the best of both worlds with me. Either I'm like dying on the floor or I'm on top of the world. It's like...
Well, one of them is more fun to be around, actually.
Which one? The shit one?
No.
Oh. It's just like, I don't know what you're saying here.
When you're happy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I try to be a little humble, but at the same time, like, most of the time when I'm like, when I'm acting like cocky, it's 90% sarcasm. It's like,
absolutely.
I'm well aware that I'm not up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But some people don't. They're like,
no, I know, they take you very seriously.
Who do you think you are? I'm like,
yeah. No, I know, you're
Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. So it's like, yeah, I always make sure to tell people my sense of humor, that it's like, you won't be able to tell that I'm joking, but I'm joking, kind of thing.
Yeah. So, law of attraction, anything else around that you would like to share?
Acceptance is a part of law of attraction, I believe. And acceptance, I think we've spoken about this on here. I don't know, my memory is terrible. But law of attraction and acceptance, like, I'm a very strong believer in acceptance, and I have it tattooed on me. And so it's like, I think that once you start accepting all areas of your life, both negative and positive, and whatever comes, goes, and then you also attract things. Like, you attract positive things. It's kind of like a reward, I guess. It's like, oh, you became aware of this, you accepted this. The universe is like, here, have a little candy, It's like
proud of you, here you go.
Yeah, it's like, I do see it like that. Like, I see the universe as just like a chill dude kind of thing. It's just like, oh, you did a good job, bro, like, here, have a candy kind of thing. So it's like, yeah, I think acceptance is one of the many layers of law of attraction.
Do you believe that the more you give away, when it's absolutely 100% free giveaway, it comes back to you?
It depends, because, like, there's so many people in this world that, like, they give because they know they're gonna get it back in one way or another.
Yeah, but that's why I put that.
So it's like, if you do it that way, no, absolutely not.
Not with any hooks.
Yeah,
just 100% free.
If you give just to give, then yeah, I mean, maybe, perhaps. I'm not like, oh yeah, I fully agree with this and I don't disagree with it. I'm like in the middle, because it's like, yeah.
Because I've heard and seen as well that happens so many times, with extremely generous people that have got no attachment to mostly money. Normally it is in this world, which you don't really like at all. But when around charity, when people give and then there's hardly anything left, it just comes again and then give and give. And it's just one of these energy laws in the universe, I feel, that just...
Yeah, I mean, what comes around goes around. It's karma, it's like...
Yeah, but I think also, like you said, I don't think when you have a hook on it, or they're like, oh, I'm doing this and then the universe is going to deliver this because I'm so damn good.
Yeah, it's like the universe is going to shit on your face, man.
It's like no, that doesn't work like that, girl. No.
That's, yeah,
but it's fun to play around with law of attraction. I remember when we lived in Spain and I was driving into Marbella quite a lot, and it was impossible to find a parking. To find parking in Marbella was like hell.
It's like, you gotta go there an hour early so you can just
cruise
drive
around like 4 or 5 blocks and maybe. But when I started seeing and visualizing and giving thanks to a parking, when I left, I had about 25 minutes drive. I always got it. And when I forgot to do it, and I was sitting listening to the radio or music or whatever, I had to cruise around the bloody blocks, and then it's too late, because it feels like there's a time thing as well, but that's might be in my head, because for me it's more realistic.
I think
than it's gonna happen around the corner.
Yeah.
So I think it's me putting limitations on my own law of attraction.
That doesn't sound right. Timer.
No, but for me it worked. It really worked.
Yeah.
If I started kind of praying, seeing, visualizing, and also giving thanks, because that is tremendously important, I think, around this, then it worked. And I always had a parking. In the most, like, this doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, that to me just sounds like manifesting, and like we were
It's the law of attraction.
Yeah, but we were talking about this because you don't think of it as, oh, I'm doing this as the law of attraction. You're thinking of like, oh, I'm asking the angels to help me, and we were talking about angels, and that was gonna be our topic.
But we said no.
We almost got into like an argument about this. Like
Yeah,
you got really frustrated with this. I was just sitting there chilling, because you believe in angels, like not these like feathered, like winged.
No,
beings.
There's an energy there that
like
because I feel it.
Yeah, and it's like, the fact that I said no, I don't believe in that, you literally like, you're like,
what do you mean?
What the fuck? Like, what do you mean?
No,
like,
I didn't swear.
No, you didn't scream.
No, but for me it's so strange. We don't have to go into angels because we weren't going to talk about that. But it's funny actually, because you have seen spirits and ghosts, which has been really scary for you growing up. Where me and Dad, we don't see that, and you've had help with that from numerous people trying, to shut it off and control it, because you were actually so scared a couple of years in Spain that you slept with a knife under your pillow, with these ghosts that came, and the people that came and helped you, they actually saw as well how scary that was. So there's energy on the other side, but I mean, spirits and ghosts are different than angels in my world. And
raising my hand.
Let me finish.
Okay.
No, because I have experienced more than once that I have these angels on my left side, actually, above me, and they're always so loving and happy. They're just happy. And I can mostly I pray to them for other people. Actually, it's 99% always for other people, because that book I wrote, and this is a really good book, it's called Angels in My Hair by Lorna Byrne, an Irish lady that's seen and spoken to angels since she was a little girl. And she says in that book that there's millions and millions and millions of angels around us that cannot help us because we don't ask. They cannot do anything. They're not allowed to interfere. They can't help us if we don't ask. So I thought, that's not okay. So every day I pray, and it's so easy. And if it works, I don't know. But for me, it feels good, and I believe in prayers. So yeah, I do strongly believe in angels. So when you said, no, I don't believe in angels,
like,
and
the
like,
look on your face, it was just like, my world has turned around. Like,
what do you mean?
It's not worth to live anymore. Like, what's happening?
You're exaggerating.
No, but like, I am, of course, but it's like that expression on your face was like, who are you?
No,
you
but
are
I
not my
thought
daughter.
it was a given, because you have seen spirits and things.
No, I mean, listen, I'm not
see.
denying the fact that angels exist or not.
Oh, there is a chance.
But, like, I don't, like, feel this, like, presence with me all the time like you do.
No, I don't feel it all the time.
Okay, but most of the time. Or, like,
yeah,
sometimes.
When I connect, yeah.
I don't.
No.
So it's like...
No, but I don't see spirits, but I believe in spirits. You see spirits.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't have to see things to believe them.
No. So believe in angels.
So believe in fucking Mormonism or something. Like, I don't know. It's the same thing. It's like just like, I don't know. Like, I'm not denying angels, but my way of seeing like this energy, like higher energy, higher power, whatever that you're seeing as angels, I just see as the universe. Like
it's part of the universe.
No, but I don't see as a part. Like, to me, the higher energy is the universe, and it's just one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't see like parts of it coming off, like angels or whatever, spirit guides, whatever you want to call them. It's just one big energy for me, and that's what I got like hanging with me all the time. It's just like, if I like, I don't pray, but like if I ask or something that I'm like, yo, universe, help me out, you know, it's like, I'm not like, oh, dear angels, please give me a parking spot like you used to always do when I was younger.
It works.
Yeah, so it's like, for you it's an angel, but for me it's just like universe. So it's like,
so really it's just different words on the same energy. Is that what you mean?
Kind of, but not really, because you have this like sense with you, like this like energy with you. To me it's just like, oh, it's there, you know, like I'm aware that you're there, and I'm aware that you're here to help out, you know, but like you're not with me, kind of thing.
Okay,
you have them with you. I don't.
Well, you do, maybe you I think
in
you do,
your world I do,
but you don't feel it, maybe, or you don't.
I mean,
could tap into it.
I think that like higher power and like energy and whatever you want to call it, God, angels, Buddha, anything, like I think everyone just has a very different perspective of it, and that's cool, but at the end of the day it's pretty much the same thing. Like, it's there to help out, it's there to guide you, it's there to heal you, love. It's there to make you grow as a better person. It's just like, whether you want to call that God, angels, energy, doesn't matter, it's pretty much the same thing.
I still think we should ask for help a little bit more, especially because they're so unemployed. I don't like that. They just no, because I feel they're sad as well, because the only thing they want to do is help, and nobody asks, can you help me, or can you help this person, or can you heal that person, or if we just pray.
Okay, but think about it this way then, because you see them as air quotes angels, as in like not these like winged beings, but like you have this vision of an angel somehow. So it's like, you may be praying to your angels, but like, take a Christian, they're praying to God, their like vision of God. You're both praying pretty much to the same energy, just a different visual of it.
Pretty much, that's the word. Not
but
the
it's
same.
Like, what's the difference then? You're praying
for me,
to a higher being.
If I pray to God, which I think is everything, it's not a bearded guy up in the sky. It's a different feeling and a different prayer behind that than if I talk to the angels. It is for me, but who knows? Who knows?
That's a nice way to wrap it around.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're gonna come up to the end here of our 45-minute sessions today. I'm so proud of you that you do this together with me.
I mean, like, this is like what I like to do. This is what I do when I meet new people. I don't care about what you do for work or how lovely the weather is. Just tell me your beliefs and reality. Like, that's what I want to talk about. I don't care who your grandma's name is.
This is why this might work actually in the long run.
Yeah.
Because we don't really... Yeah, we can maintain this, I think, because we like it. I mean, we sit like this anyway. Like last night, we were sitting 2 hours just talking, and Dad's going, put the recorder on.
Yeah.
Sitting there listening.
But at the same time, it is like nice
to have a topic.
No, just nice to be able to like have it as like the podcast and also be able to do it outside of it. Yeah, you know, because otherwise it's just together. Like conversation at work. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Anyway, Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. So we're going to finish up with our 3 things that we're grateful for. Who want to start?
I can start.
Okay.
I'm very grateful for my new iPad, and I'm very grateful that we figured out the pen situation, and I'm very grateful that we have roof, food, and water, and aircon, especially in this country, because I'd fry.
I think you said that last time as well. It is almost essential here, isn't it?
It is. Like, without aircon, everyone would just melt. It's, yeah. And the high of the day is that I'm getting the pencil so I can draw. The low of the day is that my friend isn't feeling too well, so, but hopefully he gets better. I'm manifesting. Healing. And the word of the day is attract, manifest, let
good
go.
One. Attraction. Okay, I'm grateful as well that we bought your laptop so you could buy an iPad. It just worked out really win-win, yeah. Because your laptop was amazing, or is amazing. So now Dad has a backup one. I'm also grateful that you're going to start this journey of drawing different designs, and then I think that's going to end up in a lot of tattoos for other people and on you, probably. I'm grateful that I had a full body massage today. It's the luxury of living in this country. Truly grateful for that. The high of the day was lunch with Dad down in Brawa. The low of the day, I haven't got one. And the word of the day is angels. Angels. So thank you for listening.
Who knows what we're going to talk about next?
I know. Who knows? If you have a topic, just write it in the comments or send us a note.
And tell us what you think about, like,
angels and law of attraction.
Yeah,
because it's fun to know and building a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has their own opinion and perspective of everything. So it's like
little who knows tribe.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay, lots of love from us.
Bye.